Another one, another urn update. This update addresses the issues people have with the current urn and also addresses the strategy at Deadlock Night Shift yesterday. That was basically the team would buy 6 eggs, go behind in souls, get the comeback urn, and get the spirit resistance and bullet resistance, or and try to force fights into the enemy with a very big resistance aura. You can use YouTube to find exactly how the strategy played out. I'm not going to explain it here, but I'm going to explain the changes to it and why it changed from the patch notes. The earn timer now in interval changed from 10, 15, 20, and 25 to 12, 18, 24, and 30. This is the minutes that it spawns in. It spawns a little bit later now, which I think is good because it felt like it's spawning way too often and way too early. They might have to increase the numbers to the intervals to be a little bit wider from each other, because 12 to 18 is 6 minutes, and that kind of feels better than 5. It is better than 5, but I'm not sure how this will play out. It's 6 minutes on top of it's 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes rather than the current 5 minutes. Own timer now gets frozen shelter. This is Kelvin's out. When Kelvin outed prior to this update, the urn would not freeze, and it would have confirmed. Now it gets completely frozen like any other objective. Urn no longer provides the additional spirit resistance, or now it only provides the aura if it's being deposited, which defeats the strategy of Deadlock Night Shift from yesterday, which was get the urn and try to force fights while a person holds the urn, so you can get the incredibly good resistance aura. Urn Runner, when behind, now gains 35 bullet and spirit resistance. This is where the resistance has been put into. It's been put to the urn carrier, so it encourages you to do it more, which is good. Fix the trading. This is just a bug regarding sprint. Whatever, urn will do damage to the runner after a team has held it for 30 seconds. Before it was 50. And this timer will freeze when there are enemies within 14 radius of the urn runner. This means that you can't really hold it for that much longer. 30 seconds is much less time, especially if you start running around the map to get to the spot and it freezes for 40 minutes, 40 meters if there's an enemy. This will make it so the enemy is more encouraged to jump on you if they see you having the urn. Urn now always adds at least 2 seconds to the team's 30 seconds held time limit is picked up, even if it's instantly dropped. This means that as an urn runner, if you are playing with a friend and you feel like you're gonna be close to taking damage, or you feel like you won't be able to carry the urn for whatever reason, you are encouraged to give it to your friend. This is completely fine. I like it. It again, the 30 seconds might still be too long. I do want him to try out 25 seconds maybe, because 30 is... I haven't done the math, but I think it takes almost 24 seconds to go to one side of the map to the other, but I might be wrong here. 25, I think, is if you do with it all the unique movement tech, but I haven't tested it out. The conditions for when the urn decides to run back have been reworked. The urn will now stay in place on the ground as long as there are enemies in a 40 meter radius. Enemies of the last person to have dropped or fumbled the urn. If there are no enemies, then the urn will wait up to 13 seconds if there is a friendly player in 40 meter radius. If the urn is held timer is over 40 seconds, keep in mind this timer is frozen if there are nearby enemies. The urn is immediately dropped and will immediately run back home if there are no nearby enemies. This does 2 things. First and foremost, it does its best to completely kill this thing basically completely kills stalling the urn as the ally team, or if your team is doing the urn. This means that if the enemy is not trying to contest you, then you will not be able to, in any sense, to hold the urn hostage, which is a problem which was a problem with what we saw with the Deadlock Night Shift tournament yesterday. But also, I have seen people in solo queue try to tease the urn and essentially not give it to the enemy, not like try to freeze the urn. And freeze, I mean they don't want the enemy team to get any access to it. This basically kills that cheese strategy, I think, and it's just good. Pairing a trooper no longer resets your play cooldown. I guess they are doing this for the laning phase, so it makes more sense. Pairing a trooper now, stuns the trooper. I'm not really sure what this exactly does. I would assume that if you go to a lane and you shoot down the lane wave while it's in the air, you could parry it to stun it, which will make it so it's easier for your ally troopers to push into the wave instead of like trying to kill the wave. But I'm not sure why would you do that. I'm not sure about this. It's a fine change. I'm just not sure what the implications are. So these are the only changes. I want to make a video about objectives and Deadlock in general, like a wider video. If you're interested in that, please do me know. I love talking about these things. So yeah, this is the patch. Good patch in the right direction. Have a nice day, everyone.